A dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains. MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Ralph Helms, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
So striding in, King Bishop watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Roy, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. There are certain things that jump out to you and say, this guy's having a great season. Not a good one, but a great one. I look at the run scored, and he's already scored over.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Colin Moran, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. The 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers, and gone.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Stepping into the box, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Count even now at 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Barreto is there. And that ends the inning. Couple of hits. Now at the plate, Gilberto Rosales. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. Digging in, King Bishop. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
And that's out number one. Up next for Arizona, Gilberto Rosales. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop has it in his tracks. And that's the 3rd out. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Score holds. It's 3-1. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits as the Rockies have staked themselves to a 4-1 lead. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before, and you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Colorado Rockies win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Luis Calderon earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jason Gill works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gone in the inning. Into the box now, King Bishop. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 2-1. Taken, strike two.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
The right fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alonso da Silva. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. 1-2. Here it comes. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. At the plate, Raimel Tapia. It was a walk in his last trip. Bishop stands at second with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
11-4 at the end of this affair. From Coors Field in Denver, we've got baseball on this Wednesday night. Tonight, it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Keuri Mea gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out, that ERA, it's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. The 3-1. And misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kevin Templeton. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes.
Come on, down.
Pitch inside the throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. High and deep to straightaway right. Granite ranging back. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 30 home runs on the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that...
Stepping in, Josh Bell. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Bishop ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
Relay three.
To third now, but he's safe as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long fly out. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought, all the way off the wall, and by the
runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D-Row. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it.
Stepping into the box, King. Bishop. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits as they take the lead 4-3. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Stepping up to the plate, Dave Hardy. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Sent out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 4-4. Ready now, Cyrus Grady. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Cyrus Grady.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Ready to take his hacks again. King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kevin Templeton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Bregman has it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Now to the plate, Alfonso Cisneros.
Third baseman, Alfonso Cisneros.
Ripped on the ground to fourth. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 5-4 game.
Way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first base line. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, D-Roll. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit were vacated with a first.
Leading off the inning, Rolando Cordova, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Bishop will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. So coming to the plate, King Bishop. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Barreto, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bishop is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to. Digging in and looking for more. King. Bishop, 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
A ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the 2nd ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Ready for another chance. Kevin Templeton. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Popped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Colorado's out in front, 9-4.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Colorado Rockies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Fernando Batista wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Sandy Alcantara was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, King. Bishop watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
All right, you're up, you're up, you're up.
Poor base running there. Got him caught the hot box between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. With that, here's a look at the Rock. Digging in to try it again. Zach Granite, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-2. Oh, that grounder caught him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Rocky's center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Templeton. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time. Bishop aboard here at first with nobody out. And now they've got him in a rundown. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Runner going a second time. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
No one out with a runner at second.
Beat it out, beat it out.
Moran is there, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. At the plate, Alfonso Cisneros, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Striding in once again, Nico Goodrum, runner in scoring position with two gone. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through. A base hit. Bishop is on his way home. He scores, and the Rockies have tied it. We're all square at one apiece.
You smoked that thing.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job.
Up next for Arizona, Cyrus Grady. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. The 1-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
He's coming.
He's around first, heading for 2.
No runner. Cut hold.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Good piece of hitting there, but you can't help wonder what might have been if the previous play didn't unfold like the way it did. If he doesn't get tagged out, he probably...
Ready for another shot now. Fernando Barreto, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. The 1-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 25 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, and you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded.
Ready once again, King, Bishop. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Bishop.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Perry at second. Smith on at first with 2 down. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
The 3-1. And there's a base hit on the line.